Hey guys, this is Arsenal Giants PS3 and this is episode 3 of season 2 of our FIFA 13 career mode series with the AC Milan. And first off guys, I just want to apologise that this episode has taken a little bit of time to come out, but that is because obviously I am alternating between this series and the Wimbledon Return to Glory series, so it is going to be a little bit spaced out as you would expect. But you know, in this episode it is going to be our 3 pre-season friendlies with limited highlights. As you know, it's not going to be particularly interesting, and also all our transfers and transfer deadline day at the end of this video. So guys, what I want to talk about also is that a lot of you guys commented this and a lot of you guys realised last episode was a bit of a cock-up, and it was a cock-up for a lot of reasons, and also it was a live commentary, so I was a bit under pressure and I wasn't really thinking straight. It was the heat of the moment sort of stuff, but you know, I made a lot of cock-ups, and those cock-ups were like, you know, I sold Pato without bringing a replacement striker, so you know, I'm a little bit screwed in that regard because I'm still stuck with Pazzini and I want to bring in a replacement star striker, but I can't at this point in time. And then this is just, oh my god, I can't believe I just completely forgot to replace Abbiati. I forgot to bring in another goalkeeper, and I'm such an idiot. I had the whole thing planned out, I had them on the shortlist, and I just forgot to bring in another goalkeeper, and I'm so sorry, I apologise, but you know, it's just such a stupid mistake. And then worst of all, the worst mistake of all is that I brought in Angelo Ogbonna and also Helga Badstuber. Why did I bring in 2 centre-backs? I have no idea. I already had Felipe Mexis and Asaibi. Why did I bring in another centre-back? I don't know. And you know guys, I apologise for all of that, and I want to try and rectify that this episode. I want to try and fix things. I want to try and put things straight. So I'm going to try and bring in a replacement star striker and hopefully a really great player, which will make this series interesting, and also bring in a replacement for Abbiati as well, who does have a lot of potential and all that good stuff. So in this episode we are playing our pre-season friendlies, and first off here we are playing against Espanyol from La Liga. And now guys, let me just tell you, and I apologise for this rant I'm about to have, and you know, it's going to sound really stupid, but honestly, and speaking from the heart here, I hate, and let me repeat that, hate all teams from La Liga and playing against them on FIFA, because they are single-handedly the most frustrating thing ever to play on FIFA. I don't care about sweaty people, you know, people that only use quick players. No. Teams from Spain are the most frustrating thing ever, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are just laughing at me like, what is this guy on about? He's complaining about teams from Spain on career mode. Yes, and I'm sure some of you people, maybe hiding in the crowd somewhere, are like, I actually agree with him, because teams from Spain are just, oh my god, I hate them. They just pass the ball around perfectly every time. Their crossing is just perfect. Their shooting is just perfect. Everything is just inch perfect about them. And it's only here from a great strike from El Shaarawy I get some luck against them, because I mean, look at this. This is some awful defending from my part. And honestly, you know, I'm a pretty crappy defender, you know, a lot of the time. But still, everything from them is just, oh, I can't speak about them anymore. And I said about this a long time ago, and I kind of haven't since then. I just hate teams from La Liga, you know. But that's enough about that anyway. I'm done with that. Let's talk about El Shaarawy and how awesome he is, because he is just some player, and I can't do any skills at all. You guys know I can't do any skills. I just flick about the analog stick and hope for the best, really, you know. I have no idea what's going to happen if I flick the analog stick. Something might happen, but still, he is just such an awesome player. He has great close control, his dribbling is brilliant, his shooting, his passing, his crossing, everything about him is just brilliant, and he is just such an awesome player to use. Honestly guys, if you have the chance to use him, and he's only about 81 overall right now, he has such great potential as well. He can go up to about 88 and above that, and he is just such an incredible player to use. And I enjoy using him so much, and I've only played 3 matches with him. That's it, I've only played 3 matches, and I already think he's such an awesome player, and I can't wait to use him in the upcoming matches. So we are going to be flogging off Amelia here for only 2 million for 2 FC Lorient. It's not really a lot really, so I was hoping to get a little bit more, but hopefully we can use that money to bring in a replacement for Abbiati and also a star striker to replace Pazzini. So anyway, on to our third and final match of this episode against Borussia Dortmund, and of course Dortmund aren't from La Liga, so that is, you know, great. That's, thank God for that. But of course Dortmund are a very tough opposition. We are at home at the San Siro, so I am slightly hopeful of this match, but after drawing twice with teams from La Liga, you know, conceding quite simple goals really. I'm not really too confident. And in the first half, there wasn't really a lot happening. Dortmund really just kind of trying to attack our goal, trying to create chances, but we managed to keep them out fairly easily really, just sort of keeping them outside our area, not really allowing them into it, and not really allowing them any shots on target. And at half time, it was 0-0, nothing really happening in terms of sort of genuine chances. And in the second half, it got a little bit more interesting, but this was the only sort of proper thing which happened here. Erby Magnusson on the edge of the area has the shot, comes out to Nocerino, and he sort of dribbles it a bit more, lays it off to Robinho. He plays in Pazzini here, and he managed to get through the defence, and he has a shot. It's a good save by the keeper, and it does go out for a corner, and then the ball whips in, and Pazzini here manages to win the header, and that is the last minute goal of the match, so we do manage to win. But honestly, apart from that chance there, nothing happened at all, and there was just, it was really uninteresting. And here we have the full-time whistle, 1-1 at full-time. And really, it wasn't a very good performance, but in the end, we do have the clean sheet, which is something really positive, and we did manage to win the match. So now we are bringing in Luis Morial as our star striker. I'm swapping Pazzini and giving Udinese 12.5 million. Now, some people are probably going to say I probably paid a bit too much for him, but he has huge potential and is also a great striker. And Pazzini, he's alright, but he's quite old. He's not that great, so I didn't really want to keep him much longer. And also, this bloke, Gaeta, or Guaita, I'm not really sure how you pronounce that just yet, but I want to bring him in as well because he has huge potential as well, although he is already 26 years old, but sadly I just can't afford him just yet, so I want to try and bring in some cash. I was going to ask for 2 million, but then I thought, I might as well just try to ask for 3 million. I want to get some cash from the board of directors because I need something or other, but sadly they said they did not want to help me out, and that I'm going to have to sort of get the cash by myself, so I haven't got any idea. I'm just going to have to hope that somebody comes in for someone, because I really do not want to start the season with only Christian Abbiati, because we have sold off Amelia already and we just don't have anyone left. We got an offer here for Ricardo Montenegro from Liverpool, and it was only 12 million or something like that, and I said nah. If you want him, then you have to give us 20 million, and if not that, and of course Liverpool weren't interested. I wasn't going to sell him anyway, but I just thought you can try for 20 million just because if I did sell him, then I could bring in somebody else with that money. But in the end, it's not really that important. And also, we do have our international call-ups for Ireland. I haven't forgotten about Ireland, I just don't really have any time for it right now, and not really anything happening in that regard. So we do offer this bloke a new contract just because it would be quite useful to have him some squad depth just in case somebody gets injured and he can come into the side. So we are now on to transfer deadline day, and it's really important now to try and raise some money and try to bring in that goalkeeper Guaita, and just hopefully we can do. First, we do loan out Mattia De Sciglio, and for some reason, just praise the Lord for this, Lazio coming with a 6 million offer for Flamini, and I don't know why that's happened, but I'm going to accept that every day of the week. I'm going to accept that, and there's only 2 hours left at this point, so I'm really going to have to act quickly and bring in that bloke, and then everything will be completed, and we do manage to buy him. So here we are going to sign him for 7 million. Maybe it's a bit much, but he does have huge potential, and that is our last signing of this season. I don't have anything left at all really. Maybe I could have brought somebody in on loan or something like that, but it's not really that important, and the end of the transfer window is now here. In a total of 108 million was spent, so that's pretty good really. I was quite contributive of that, but only about 8 million. So at the end of this episode, this is the squad. First off, in goal we have Guaita, 81 overall, Abate, Badstuber, Asaibi, Marcelo, Nocerino, Nigel de Jong, Pastore, El Shaarawy, Robinho and Luis Morial. That is some squad right there, if I do not say so myself. I think I've done alright. Obviously Pato was a star striker and a lot of people were quite upset to see him leave the club, but I think I've done alright. And here we have the sub bench as well, quite strong as well, maybe not exactly brilliant. We do have some players, and that is the end. So thank you very much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, if you could leave a thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated and all that good stuff. So thank you very much guys for watching. See you later.